Okay, so next series we are going to talk about the Mavericks. The Mavericks in the Oklahoma City Thunder. Mavericks take a 3-2 lead. Luka Doncic had probably his best game of the series. He had 31, 10, and 11. And a surprising thing, Derrick Jones Jr. came to play. Derrick Jones Jr. He gave them 19 points on 7 for 9 shooting. I was not expecting Derrick Jones Jr. to do that. I'm not gonna lie. I was not expecting him to do that. PJ Washington before this game has been the best player so far. If we're being honest, PJ Washington has been the best player this series. In this series, he was dropping 20 points. He was playing defense, rebounding. He was playing good. But Luka had his best game. 31 points with 22 for 12. The Mavericks, they're bigger. Obviously, they're bigger than the Thunder. The Thunder are just a small team. And that is what it is, but that's no excuse because they've been a small team all year. They've been having Jalen Williams play the 4 and Chet at the 5. And I think it's better if Chet play a power 4 in the future. But we'll talk about on another day. But you got production from Derek Lively. Derek Lively gave you 11 and 10 off the bench. You need that. Derek Lively gave you 11 and 10 off the bench. Tim Hardaway. I'm not gonna lie, Tim Hardaway has not been good. He only gave you 12 minutes. I don't think Tim Hardaway really that good. He's just like I say with shooters. If you can't shoot, feel like you just don't do nothing for me. I think you just really don't do anything for me. But PJ Washington, he gave you 10 boards. I don't know what's wrong with Kyrie Irving because Kyrie Irving was the best player in the Clipper series. In this series, he's just been a little bit inconsistent. He's been really inconsistent. Game 1, he gave you 20 points. Game 2, he gave you 9. Then in game 3, he gave you 22. Then he gave you 9 in game 4 when they lost. And then he only gave you 12. It's like Kyrie Irving is just not. I don't even want to say he's not being aggressive, but I don't think he's being aggressive enough. Because I don't think nobody really on the Thunder could guard him. Now you are putting Jalen Williams on him, Cason Wallace, etc. Shea. You're putting those guys on him. But I just think he needs to play better because it's really been the first half he hasn't been good. Like he'll end in the first half, he'll end with like 6 points, and then he'll drop 20 in the second half. I think he just has to start off good in the first half. You have to start off better than that. And I think he can start off better than that. Kyrie is one of the best players, is one of the best scorers in the league. Probably the best scorer ever in some people's eyes. If you think Kyrie best scorer ever, hey, that's on you. But he know he can get a shot whenever he wants. And there are games when he has been passive. He has been passive. So I don't blame him on that. He's getting people involved. But on the scoring side, Kyrie, they need you, bro. If they want to close this out on Saturday, I think they play. Yeah, I think they play Saturday. If they want to close this out, you have to be aggressive. You can't just start out slow and then try to turn it on. And no. You got to turn it on from tip off. And I think he can do that. I think he will do that. Now on the Thunder side, I think the Thunder, they're really just not getting, they're not really getting help from the other star type players, if you want to call them stars, Jalen Williams and Chet. Like, I'm not counting on Lou Dort to give me like 16 points. Lou Dort is just gonna shoot open threes when he's open because they're gonna leave him open and try to play the best defense possible on Luka Doncic. He has been the primary defender on him. And he has given Luka some troubles. He's making Luka earn these points. Shea, I think Shea has been pretty good in his second series as being the guy. I think he's been playing good. He's been giving you some 30 balls. But I think Jalen Williams and Chet just got to give you more. Like, Jalen Williams went 6 for 13 with only 12 points. Like, you got to be better than that, bro. You're basically the second or third best player on the team. Like, Shea is counting on you. Like, Shea can do everything he can, but he needs help. He needs help. So you gotta at least, like, in game 6, well, it's win or go home anyway. You gotta at least give me 20 points. You gotta give me at least 20 points. And Chet has been good on the defensive end, protecting the rim. I get all that, bro. But you gotta be better too. You gotta show your dominance. Like, yes, you are going up against bigger, like, centers and Derek Lively and Daniel Gafford. I get all that. But you got to play better on the offensive end. Shea can't do this by himself. Shea can only do so much, bro. Because in game 4, Shea showed why he's one of the, probably a top 10 player in the league. He showed why he's a top 10 player. Or a top 5 player in some people's eyes. He showed. He was going off in that fourth quarter. Now it's you guys' turn to come along with him. So he can play good. Like, he can only do so much. And I think defensively, I think they're playing really good defensively. I truly believe that. I think it's just the offense that's giving you problems. Oh yeah, and Mark Daigneault, he finally put Josh Giddey on the bench. Like, Josh Giddey, he just hasn't given you anything on the offensive end. They're leaving him wide open to shoot, and he'd be missing. He just not be hitting his shots. So Mark Daigneault last game, he started him. He sat on the bench for a long time, but he didn't start him. He started Isaiah Joe. And Isaiah Joe is a good player. And you need that shooter to surround Shea. So now he got a whole bunch of shooters, and now they don't have to leave Josh Giddey wide open and double team, say, Shea or Jada. They have to cover. They're gonna cover Isaiah Joe. They're gonna cover him. And Josh Giddey, he only played 12 minutes. He gave you 11 points in the 12 minutes, but he only gave you 12 minutes. I think he's starting to kind of shorten not his rotation, but shorten the minutes. Like the other Jalen Wills, he only played 10. Josh Giddey, 12. Aaron Wiggins, he only gave you 11. Now, Casey Wallace is giving you 27 minutes, and I think he's playing good on the defensive end. They just need scoring. They just need consistent scoring. That is the only thing I'm worried about. That is the only thing I'm really worried about the Thunder. And I think in game 6, I think we might see another signature game from SGA. I think I can see him giving 35 points, probably like 7 boards, 8 assists. He's going to have to come to play, and I believe he will come to play. Is J-Dub and Chad and all them others going to come to play? I hope so, because I want the Thunder. I picked the Thunder to win. I picked Thunder in 6. I knew the Mavericks would give them problems because you have top 3, top 5 player in the world in Luka and a top 15, top 20 player in Kyrie. So I knew it was going to be a battle. Am I shocked that the Thunder are down? Yeah, I can say I'm shocked. I can say I'm shocked, but I think that the Thunder, they're gonna show their I think they're gonna try and show their dominance, and I think they're gonna take game 6, and it's gonna be a game 7 back at OKC. We all know that OKC crowd, man, they go crazy with the white t-shirts and everybody be standing up a majority of the time. I think that's gonna go crazy. Hey, but if Luka gonna have another signature game and have another 30 point type triple double, and if Kyrie just comes to play and gives you probably 25 points, the Mavericks will definitely win game 6 at home. It's gonna be a hard fought battle. That game is gonna be really good. I'm excited to see that game, but I'm sticking with my pick. OKC. I'm sticking with my pick at OKC. And like I said, I picked them in 6, but now they got no choice but to go to 7. And I think the Thunder will win. I just think that they just gonna need more help from the offensive end. Their defense is fine. It's just the offensive end, and if Kyrie just comes to play, I think the Mavericks can win. So Thunder in 7. As I said, gonna be a good game though. Two of the best players in the league. Yep, it's gonna be a good game. Chet is gonna have a good game. I believe it. I believe Chet. I can see him getting a 20-point double-double. I really can see it. But yeah, Thunder and 7.